Good afternoon once again, everyone. Welcome to week 6. Today, we are going to continue the journey we started last week, which is building your portfolio website. So, last week, we I talked about how we can build our portfolio website. I said a lot of things that we should consider when building our portfolio website. Things we should make sure are in our portfolio website, things we should put in there, how we should go about it, and also a platform we can use to um, build our portfolio in a low scale. All right, so today we are going to be talking about 4 point agenda, about this week's activity, how to use vc.co is the platform I want us to use in hosting our portfolio because um, it's easy to use, right? As a, easy to use as against you building your own portfolio from scratch. I think it's going to Figma to design and coding and all of those things, right? It's super easy to use. There are templates there that you can use to your advantage and get your portfolio out there. And also things we need to do this week. And lastly, question and answer. So um, like I said earlier, we are going to continue that journey of building our portfolio. This week is going to be the last week for that. Next week is going to be how we can create a better resume, right? So I expect us, I believe we've all started you know creating our portfolio already, and we should just try to round it up this week. And if we are still in the process, if we've not started, right, I want to encourage us to start as soon as possible. And I know that some of us are still in that phase of writing or completing our case study. Like I said last week, this is not a race journey, right? We all have our different journey. The most important thing for me is just keep doing the right thing. If it's going to take you more time than others, you're allowed to do that. You're allowed to take more time, but make sure that you are just doing the right thing. Do you understand? Um, so now, I think I got a message from someone saying they want tutorial on how to use VC, how to create their portfolio. So I was like, okay, today I think it's going to be nice to also look at that. So today we are going to be creating. I'm going to be walking us through how we can use VC to create our portfolio. So I want you guys to follow along. So VC. So when you go to vzy.co, it takes us to this site, right? And the next thing is you want to log in or you want to create an account. I already have an account, so I will just need to log in. So because my account is already logged in, you can see that it just signs me into the account. All right, so you can see this is the platform. This first one is the dashboard, where you can see all the website that you've created, and you can also see a section where you can create a new website using the AI, and you can see another section where you can create a new website from scratch, that is blank. And if you don't want to create a website from scratch, you can just come here to the templates where you can now select templates, templates of websites that the only thing you just need to do is to change the text, change the images, remove some section, add some section, just tweak it the way you want it to be. Also, if you don't like this dark mode, you can come here to switch it to light mode. As you can see, you can also come here to access your account, your trash, the website that you deleted, and you can also sign out here. All right, so let's say now everyone here wants to create a portfolio website. So there is a particular template for that. You can see this one is for agency, this one is for dev if you are a developer. So let's go to UX. So you can see this is a UX portfolio template, right? So this is what we are going to use. You can also go down I think there are different ones. So you can see this is a resume, you know, portfolio, like it's in a resume format. This is another one. There are different types you can use here. This is another template. This is another one for a designer. So um, I think we should go with this UX portfolio. Let's just go with this, right? So this is just for tutorial sake. So you can preview. So before you even click on use template, you'll probably want to preview to see how it's going to look like. So when you click on preview, so I've already opened it here, so you can get to see how it's going to look like. So you can see this is the template. So if you like this one, you probably want to come here and click on use template. So now let's also preview this guy here. Let's see. So this is another one, right? Hello, I'm a creative, blah blah blah. So you can see. So I think for me, like I love how this is, right? It's not popping too much colors, straight to the point. Your name, I'm a product designer, UI UX, blah blah blah. This one you can change it to something else. This one shows the project you've worked on. Then you can click to view more, right? So, okay, let me use this one. Let me use this guy here. So now let's say you've chosen the right portfolio that you want to use. So the next thing you want to do is what? Click on use template. So when you click on use template, it's going to bring this model. So what you should do here is the name of your site. So now I want to use someone. I want to use. Who should I use? Okay, let me use Nana. So let me say Nana. Okay, let me say Nana Fatima. Let me use your name. Okay. Portfolio. Okay, I think you can see there is a limit, right? So you probably just want to use a name, and you click on continue. So now you can see that it has taken you to the editor page where you can now edit your the website, the template. You can see the editor. So now when you go back to the home page, so let's say for example I click on this guy. Let me click on this guy. It's going to take me back to the dashboard. So you can see that automatically it has added the website. So when you go to this template again and you click on you use these templates and you set the name, it's going to automatically show here that you've added a new website. So that's how that works. So if you want to continue to edit, when you click on this, anywhere you click here, it's going to open. So you can see. So now the next thing we want to do is we want to start to design our website the way we want it to be. So the first thing is the header, right? So when you click on, so if you want to change anything here, you can click on the section and you can see. If you come here, you click on this section, you can see it's going to change. So let's start from the beginning, right? So when you click on this section, so now if you have a logo, right, this is the name. If you have a logo, you can come here, you can see logo. This is text. If your logo is just text, right, you come here. If it's image, you come here, you upload the image. So for example, you need to upload your logo for light mode, you need to upload your logo for dark mode, right? So now let me just upload something. So let's say, okay, so this is already the images that are here, but let me upload something from my computer. Let me upload. Okay, so now it's uploading, and okay, it has uploaded. Can you see? So this is the image. So because this is a logo, right, we all know that a logo sometimes it can have images, it can have text and all that, but because I'm using image. But if you want to use text, you can see when you select this, it shows here, and when you switch on image, it shows here. So let me just go back to text, right? So now if you need to add a menu, you can see menu. Let's say this menu, you want to you can see from here, when you click on this menu, you want to change this to, let's say, about me, right? So this search link is where you want it to redirect to. So you are going to get to this later on. So let's add another menu. Let's say this is um, contact, right? So you can see now for button, we already have one button here that says email, right? Let's say you want to add another button. But there is always two, right? So okay, there is one here, it says LinkedIn. Okay, so let's say you want to add announcement. Okay, okay, no, okay, not this part. So now this is for the content, right? This is for the content. You change what is here. So let's say you want another style. You don't want this. You want another style. So you can, when you click on this style section, you're going to see like three different style. So this one is left aligned. That is the logo and the menu. Then the button is at the right hand side. But this one is center aligned. That is, the menu is going to be centered, while this one is right aligned, as you can see. So you can choose whichever one works for you. For the logo, if you want to change the color, you can see this is white, this is the color, like the color, right? If you want to change it, also if you want announcements, you can see this announcement section. If you want to have an to say, oh, maybe you just launch a digital product and you want to sell on your website something, right? You can use this. You can toggle off this if you don't want. So this is the first button, right? So this is where you can also toggle on and off the button. So you see, this is where the second button appears. Can you see? And if you come here to the content and you come to buttons, you can see that this is the LinkedIn, right? So if you want it, you can see, because I said LinkedIn, if you input your LinkedIn link here, now if you want it to open a new tab, right? Let's say you want people to click on this and it should open a new tab so that it won't overwrite your website, you just toggle this. Do you understand? So for the style, there are different things you can play around with here. All right, so that's it for the banner. So the next thing is this section, which is the banner section. This is the header, I mean. So the first thing you should always do before even changing the content is to pick the style that you want, right? So it's the style that will determine the content that you want to change. So you can see for the banner we have like 6 different styles you can pick from. So you can see, you see how it's aligned now with this guy. When you pick this, you see how this is aligned. When you pick this, you see how it's aligned. There are different styles you can pick from. Can you see? There are different styles you can pick from. So let me pick, which one should I pick? Let me just pick another one. Okay, let me pick, no, okay, let me pick this guy, or let me pick this guy. Okay, so now in the field, in the image, you can use fill, you can use fit, you can change the size from small, medium, large, extra large, right? This is the title. This is for the title, I mean. Small, you can see, medium, large, extra large, right? Alignment, you want it to be left, center, right. The line height of this guy, you probably want to increase it. Oh, okay, no, the line height of this guy, sorry, of this image, so you can see, you can play around with it. So yeah, also if you don't want the image, this image to show, you can toggle it off, right? If you don't want the text here to show, you can toggle it off. And the button, I mean, you can toggle it off. If you don't want the if you want to tweak the section, right, the background, you can see it changes to yellow. If you want to change and to use this color, if you don't want anything, can you see that? If you want to upload a background, right, you can as well upload something here. So let me use this guy so you can see. Can you see? You can play on it. And if you don't want to upload from your side, if you want to use Unsplash, I know we are all familiar with Unsplash. Unsplash is a stock image website where we can check out for any website that will any photos or images that we need, you can as well, you know go click here, right? So if you want to take it out, just click on this close button and it's going to go back and all that. So you can change if you want the eye to be filled or fit, the spacing, everything, right? So once you are done setting the style that you want, you can now come to content. So the label, this is what the label is about. It's just going to show at the top of the title. The title, if you want to change it, you can always type anything here and it's going to change. So here is the subtitle, this guy here. So you want to say, "Hi, I'm Nana, I'm a passionate," anything you want to do, right? So the next one is the type. um the image, this image here, do you want to use an image or do you want to use a video? So you can as well use a video. If you have a video content that you want to place here, you can as well use it. If it's image, you can as well upload an image. So this is a GIF, right? So it renders like an image. You can as well use the image. So now this is the alternate text for this image, right? If you want to also add that, we all know what alternate text means. Is for accessibility. Then we have the call to action, which is this guy, the button. And if you want to use form, you can see when you toggle on form, you can see it's going to display. So you can as well select the data you want to collect with the form, first name, last name. So this is probably going to be useful for your contact me page. If you want people to contact you, using stuff like this, you probably want to do this. But if you want a button, right, this is the first button, this is the second button. You can click on this, change the title. Let's say resume, my resume. You can see, you can add the link to that resume. So if your resume is hosted on, let's say, a Google Drive, right, and you have the link to the Google Drive, just paste it here. And when anybody comes to your website and they click on resume, just going to open up there. Then when you click on learn more, if let's say you have something else that wants to be here, or know more about me, or read about me, or you just put about me, for example, and you click and you add the link. When you click on it, it takes to the next page where they can read about you. You can tweak this to however you want it to be. So that is that about the banner, which is the banner or the hero section. So now the next one is, if the like I said, you can as well take inspiration from other people's resume, right? Other people's portfolio websites. We all have different way we want our portfolio website to look like. Probably you've seen someone else's one that you draw inspiration from, you like, or you have another style you want, right? So for this guy, is the skill, right? The skills they have, or US research skill, wireframe, um, prototyping, interaction, motion, anything you want, right? This is, when you click on this guy, this is the list. You can see the name of this component is list. So when you come to the style, like I said, you can decide to pick whichever one. So we have like two styles here. This and this, you can see, is the placement of the icon. So you can see this and this. You can decide to use any one you want. You can as well, also change the layout. You can see carousel. If you want it to be carousel this way, if you want it to be grid this way, you can as well change the number of grid. Can you see? You can as well change it. You can as well change this shape from square to circle. You can change the color. Can you see? You can actually change the text from small, medium, and large. You can change the alignment of this guy. Can you see? The height, right? You can see the height of this image icon. You can change it. Title, if you want the title to be on the left, you can do that here. If you don't want the icon to show, if you just want this guy to show, you can also do that here. For the background, if you don't want the background to show, right? You can do that. And for the section, this entire section, right? If you want, you know, it to be this way, to have a color, a background color, can you see? You can, make all these changes here. If you need to upload image for this background color, just like what I did earlier, you know, you can as well. Can you see? And if you feel I don't want to use this, I just want to use the plain, just come here and what and cancel it, and it's going to delete. You can make tweaks to however you want it to be. Then once you are done selecting the style, adjusting the style the way you want it, you can come to content to now start to add anything. So for this part, let's say skew, you want to add my stacks, for example. So you can see it's going to appear here, the title. If you need a subtitle, say um, some of my some of the skills I have, or some of my skill sets, for example. If you want to add more context, more stuff to it, you can also use this subtitle. You can see this way. If it's image that you want to add here as against icon, you can add it. You can make different tweak. And now if you now want to add and remove, this is where you add to the list. If you want to remove, you come here, you delete. You can see I deleted this one. If you come here and you delete, you can see it keeps deleting. And if you want to add, you come to add list, and when you click on add list, you can see the title here. Just click inside this guy, then you can come here to say, let's say motion design. Right, now another thing is you can even add text. Right, I create motion design. Right, if you just want to add more context to it, here you see. But if you just want it to be title, just delete it. If you want to add icon, right, you can come here. You can see they have different icons you can pick from, right? Different icons, and you can also use keywords to say, let's say motion. Let's see if there's something. Okay, can you see? You can pick from the different icons that are here. Can you see that? Click on done, and that's it. And if you want this to also redirect to another link, you can also add the link here. Right, you can see that this list, each of this section, you can use them for different things. Right, you can use them for different, so many things. So it depends on you, the way you want to tweak it to do what you want it to do. So for this guy here, this is this card section. Right, you come to the style however you want it. You can see this first style is this second style is this, when you have this thing here. So you can also change how you want it to be. Can you see? You can change it. You can change the display. Can you see? If you want it to be tools, you can, there are different things you can do here. Once you are done editing all of this guy, you want to go to the content also. So now start to change the card. So you can see when you add a new card, can you see? You can keep on adding a new card, and if you want to change, you click on it, you add title, you add the text, you can add the image link, and it keeps going that way. So this other guy here is the article. So this is, let's say for example, you write blog, right? Let's say you use Medium or any website at all. So you can come here, come to the style, whichever one you want to use, right? Then ever layout. If you come to the content here, you can click on this part, or you click here, right, to access this first guide, the title, the subtext, and the link. You can also change the icon. You can see the icon that if that shows direction to, when you click on this, it opens up. Then you can click on the link of that article. Go to the article, and let's say for example this is the link. Copy the link, come here and paste it. You can see. So now if you want this to open in a new tab, you can also click that. Can you see? It's that simple to use. This is so simple. If you need to add, you can add more stuff to that. If you want to delete, just click on that particular guy and delete. So this other one is let's say you can also use this for your project, right? For your case study, you can use it this way. This particular Eagle card here, let's say this is going to have the um, image, right? The cover. This is going to be the header and subtext, and you just have the button to say read more, right? So, like I said, you can come here to choose different style, right? So, change the content, modify it however you want it to be. Then this other part is like a contact, right? Where you want to place your information. You can click on the style. You can change it. You can use different style that you want. You can, you know, tweak it however you want, right? Uh, right. You can tweak it however you want. You come to the content. You can add more stuff. You can click on each of the email. Paste the link. However you want it. Like it's that easy. So now that is that. So let's say, for example, in this template, you want to add a section here, right? Or you want to take out some section. So let's say if you want to add a section in between this guy, you can see this plus sign. When you click on this plus sign, you see what happens. It's going to show all of the sections that is available for you to pick from. Then you can pick from it. Let's say you want to add a pricing, for example. You click on pricing. Can you see? It opens up a pricing list for you. You can see, then you can click on this section, choose the style that you want, and modify to your taste. If you need to delete this section, come to this guy, click on the section. You will see these two icons. Come to this guy and click on delete. You can see that section is gone. If you need to add an accordion, you can see this is an accordion. If you need to duplicate, can you see? If you need to delete, just delete. If you need to add a review, you can add a review. There are different. If you need to embed, okay, I think this embed is a pro version. Like if you need to add a text, there are different. And one thing about all these section, all these components is that you can use them for different things. Especially for card, you can tweak it to resemble another UI component that you need for your website. One thing you just need to do is to play around with this thing, then you are going to understand it more. So another thing that I didn't show us before we even start to design, one thing we need to understand is we need to make sure we set some things in place. For example, the style of our font that we want to use, our colors, all of these things, right? So if you want to do that, you come to this section here. You can see this one is pages, right? That is your page, your website page. This is design. So this is where you can set how you want your website to look like. So you can choose the color you want here. So let's say you want this guy. You can see, let's say it's blue that you want. Can you see? It's going to change our cursor board, and like it's going to change your entire design. So you can see they have different colors here that you can pick from. If it's white, you can see there are different colors. Now let's say you even have your own color. So when you click on this edit, you can as well type in your color code here. Let's say you have your own particular color that you use, right? For me, I have a color. I use yellow. That's my branding. So, and this is my color code for my yellow. FEEC212. So you can see this is my yellow. This is my color. You can see automatically. Can you see that? So now that's my color. You can use your own custom color code. For title, you can as well. If you want a particular font for title, I think they use Google fonts, type Google fonts. Yes. So you can see there are so many fonts here, hundreds of fonts. So you can type the font that you use. Let's say is Helvetica. Okay, Helvetica is not here. Let's say is DM Sans. Yes, DM Sans. So you can see. So that means across all the headings, all the title is going to be DM Sans. Can you see? Then you can choose the style that you want. If it is, you can see if it's italic or true. So it's going to cut across anywhere you have that. The spacing, you can see, you can change that. Then if you are if you're okay with that, you click on done. um Also, if you want to make more changes, click on this edit. The body text, you can as well change the body text. If it's inter, let me use inter. You can see that means all the body text, everything in the body text has become inter. So this is where you can change the styling, how you want it to look. This is the design section. So the contact section is where, for example, you remember that form section where you can collect people's detail when they want to reach out to you. This is where all of the contacts will come in, all of those things will come in. So this part is analytics. So where to see, oh, number of people that viewed your site today, number of people that viewed this week, your analysis, the breakdown of the visitors, the countries they are from, and all of those things. Then the settings. This is where you now do settings for your website, right? This is for the page. So each of the pages that you have, you can change the title, right? The title that is going to be here. For example, you can see when I over on this, you can see it says UI UX design template. You can change it now. UX design portfolio website. SEO title. You can see. So however you want it to, what you want to be there, so that in case people are searching online, your website is going to be one of the things that pops up. If you have a description, you can add it. If you want to add an image, you can add it here also. um, and also you can see, so this is how it's going to show on Google. So you need to type in the description, the title, so that in your results is going to come out good. And if you want to duplicate the page, you can come here. If you want to delete also another one is title. So what's the title of your site? You can edit it. The domain, if you have a custom domain, you want to use Nana Fatima, oh, this is unavailable, someone else's, someone already used this, you can look for another one that is available. You can see this is available. You can find a different name. So this is like a subdomain, right? It's your name with .vc.io. If you want to like link it to your own custom domain, let's say your name is for example, nanafatima.com, right? If you have that domain, if you want to link it, you can as well do that. But I think that is a paid version. You have to pay for the plan. This is Favicon. This is what they call Favicon. This icon. If you have your own design, you can also upload it here. The email, for your website. If you want to, so this is um, a footer, right? A credit to VC. That is, you made it in VC. If you want to take it out, is a pro version. But this, like, for what we want to use it for, it doesn't matter, right? So all of these things are just are custom, are for custom plan. So you don't need most of all these things. Um, okay, but if you feel you want to use them, fine, right? Yeah, and I think that is the basics of how what you should know. So okay, I think the last thing is, okay, I think I've shown off this. If you want to view, so now if let's say you are done designing, editing, if you want to preview, just click on this play button. You can see, you can preview everything you've done, the way it's going to look like. um, when you click on edit, it goes back. When you click on publish, then it's publish it to be live, right? So when you click on publish, you can see, and you can see the URL. When I click on publish, that is automatically becomes live. And when this link, you can share it to people, and people can now visit your portfolio website. So there are different things you can do on this guy. And also it's responsive, right? So you can see when I reduce this guy, you can see that it's responsive. Automatically it's responsive. You don't need to design for web, mobile. Just one design would make everything responsive. You can see. So yeah, so that is that about designing on VC, right? VC.co. So um before I take question and answer, yeah, I think basically I've said this earlier. What we need to do, we need to continue designing our portfolio website, Now I've showed us how to use vc.co. We should go ahead to explore the platform, use it to our advantage. If you have another means, right? If you want to use Framer, if you want to use Webflow, if you know how to use all those ones, better, why not? But what I just want us to do is I want us to take advantage of time, right? Don't go and be designing your own in Figma from scratch. It's going to take you a lot of time. So the reason why you're using all this platform is so that we can beat time, and the most important thing is to get our job, get a dream job that we want, and we just need to act smart when doing all of these things. And now it's time for question and answer. So if you have questions as regard, the walkthrough on how to use VC, or as regard, building your portfolio websites, you can ask your question. Drop the question in the live chat, and if you want to request a mic to speak, you can also raise your hand, and I'll open the floor for you. Okay, I'm checking in the live chat. Praise said, must one stick to the color provided on the template? Okay, no, I think I've already shown us that. You can change the color in the design section. Let me just go there. Uh, I already shown us that, and I'm sure we've all seen that also. Uh, when you go to this design section, you can choose the color you want. Um, you know, if you have a color code, you can also input that. I already showed us that earlier. All right, Nana said, please, how do you create a secondary button? I already showed us that too. Um, so let me go back here. When you click on this guy and you go to the style, like I said, the first thing you should go to the style. Pick the style that you want. This is where you can switch on what you want and what you don't want. For example, if you switch off the button, you can see that all of the buttons have disappeared. Right, all of the buttons have disappeared. If you want the first button, it's going to show when you toggle on. If you want the second button, it's going to show. So you can see. Then when you come to the content, you can now click on this button and edit the information you want on it. You get. I hope that is clear. All right. So okay, praise. The floor is yours.
All right. My question is this. Say you have a case study to upload. So when you upload your case study, can you is it possible for me to, because now I'm talking because I saw somebody's case study and it was really nice. And when I clicked on, sorry, I saw somebody's portfolio, and when I clicked on a case study, it
Yeah.
took me to a different page. I'm not sure if the person is using VC, but the case study took me to a separate page.
Is there a
And then I
separate
opened
page?
another person's.
Sorry,
Sorry?
sorry to cut in. I want to understand. Is there a separate page
Okay.
on the same website, or a different website, a different platform entirely?
Not a different platform. On the same website, but it's opened another tab.
Okay. Did the person use
Yes.
VC?
So I am not quite sure.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so. Yeah. So what I want to ask now is this: if I publish my case study on Medium,
Yeah.
can I upload that on VZ, and then when I click on the case study on the portfolio itself, will it take me to that the other site, that is Medium site, or would it still be on VZ?
Okay.
I don't
So,
know if
yeah,
got
I
that
get
right.
your question. So now, this is
All
it.
right.
If you host your case study on Medium, right? It's not possible. If you hold your, let's say now this is one of my case study. This is on Medium. So now, if I, let's say this is my VC, I'm using VC for my portfolio design, and I come here and let's say, okay, this is where I want to link my case study to, and I come here and I put the link here, for example, right? So now that means let me preview this guy. So that means when I click here, okay, I'm coming. I've not set it well. Okay, don't let me use this guy. Let me import. Okay, let me use this guy here. So let me add to the lemon. Let me add this, right? So now let me reload this guy. No, let me preview. Okay, so now let me come here and I click on this learn more. Okay, because I'm previewing, it's not going to work, so I need to publish. So let me publish this. Let me copy, or let me visit the website. So you can see that now, you can see, because I already published. So now when I click on this guy, so you can see when I hover on this, can you see my Medium link? So when I click on this now, can you see that it took me to Medium? So one of the question is there a way you can do this whereby it's not going to redirect to Medium, right? Is that your question?
Yes.
So
Yes.
if you want
Yes.
that, if you want that to happen, that means you will need to also, the way you've written your case study, the way you've published it on Medium, you also need to publish
Yeah.
it on VC, because they are different
Okay.
platforms. Do you understand? Do you understand? They
Okay.
are different platforms. That means when you come to, that means on your VC, you also want to create another
Yeah.
page, a new page, and on this page,
Oh, okay.
you want to now say, okay, the title. Can you see?
Okay. Okay.
You start to, you know, you start
Copy everything and then
everything.
place it on that new page.
Exactly. This one,
All
you use a
right.
text. You come here, you add your text. You come to this thing. You get. You need to start to.
Yes.
Can you see? And you keep doing it that way. So now, let's say
Okay.
this guy. So let's say, okay, this is a new page, right? So
Yeah.
this page, you can as well, rename it. But let me just copy. Okay, let me come here. Okay, this is the page 2. Okay. Okay, let me come here and let me go to settings. So in the settings, I can now change the name to say the name of maybe case study 1, or just put the title. Let me say Starlight case study. Can you see? You can now, the link. So let's say the link. Okay, let me put the name. This name. So now I can now come to, let me now go back to this page, right? Let me now click on home. So let me go back here, and in the learn more, and I want to add, okay, I think I want to add this. Let me try this. I don't think I did this right, but let me publish. So once I'm done publishing, let me reload this guy. Let me see if I did copy that link well. Okay, I didn't do that well. I'm coming. Let me go back. Okay. Okay. I'm coming. Preview. What am I doing? Okay, edit. Okay, let me come to the page and page settings. Okay, it's page 2. Okay, page 2. So that means it's going to be / page 2. Let me try this. Aha, can you see? So now you just need to copy this link. So you can see this page 2. That is the link, right? That is the link. I think you can also make tweak to that, but um, yeah, I think I've forgotten how to do it. But this link, just copy it, you know, and on your URL,
Um,
just put / page 2,
okay.
and you go to that main page, that place that you want that link to be. Let's say it's on here. We are using this guy. You go to the link and you input the link here. So once you are done, click on publish. Then go to your website. So now, what that means is, so now on this guy here, when you click on learn more, let's say this is the name of the case study, right? When you click on learn more, can you see it's still where it's still on your website?
Uh,
Can you see? Then
okay.
people
Okay,
can
I
read
get
it
it.
exactly. So you understand. So that means for each of your the case study, if you've already hosted on Medium, you need to do the same thing. The way you've already,
Mm.
publish it on Medium,
Published
just
on
copy
Medium.
and paste on your personal website.
All right.
And another
Okay.
thing,
Thank you very much.
yeah, you're welcome. Another
Okay.
added advantage is also, even though you have the goal to host everything on your VC, I would still advise you to host it on Medium, because Medium is a global, stage. Anybody, recruiter can randomly come across your post on Medium, right? And they'll be like, oh, okay, this person is good. You can see it's a platform for writing and all that. So if you have your case study published on Medium, you can as well have it published on your personal website, just as we've done. So yeah, all right. Okay, so do we have any other question as regard using VC? Okay, I think there are no other question. Thank you once again, everyone, for creating time to join the section today. Do enjoy your weekend, enjoy the rest of your evening, and have a productive week ahead. Bye, guys.